Hi everyone, this is Rajkumar. Agenda of this video to demonstrate class and object in Java. Last video what we learned is class is a template. It can hold a property as well as member function, and with this template we are able to create a n number of objects. The property value will differ between objects, and the member function what we have it in the object, it will only use the property of that particular object. This is what overall we learned in the previous video. We explained this with a multiple example. If you didn't watch that video, I will give the link of that video in the description. You can very well go and watch that video. We concluded the last video with one example, that is actually purchasing a table. Okay, for that what we use, like we use a table class, the same thing which we are using in this video to demonstrate. So this table is a class, this will be a template. There we are having a properties as well as a member function. This properties, what are all properties which we are having for table is dimension one property, base weight is another property, leg count is another property. Using this property, the member function will operate. So the member, what is the member function of this one is estimating a cost. It's actually using this property to calculate a cost of this table. Basically, the class should have a property and member function it has. Along with it, it also has a constructor. This is what a constructor here. So whenever we create an object, what it will basically do, it will call a constructor to construct that object. Okay, we'll see like how we are creating an object with this template or with this class. How are we creating object and how we are invoking in this member function, we will see in the main class. Okay, here we have main method. First of all, what we are doing is like we are creating a table one object using this table class. So when we try to create a table one object, what will happen initially is Java will try to identify already the class is present in a memory or not. If it is present, it will use this. If it is not present, it will ask class loader subsystem to load the class into memory. Okay, so if the table class is present somewhere, it will actually class loader subsystem, it try to identify where it present and it load into to memory. After loading this into memory, Java will create a object. Okay, Java will create an object and store this object into the heap memory of the JVM. Okay, so first of all, when it try to create an object, it will try to identify the constructor of this class. Okay, the constructor is present here. So with this constructor, it will create object. It is nothing but like it will actually initializing the property value here. So what we are passing here, like we are passing a dimension is 34 square feet, base weight is 20 kilogram, then number of legs is 4. This is what like we are passing into this table class for creating table one object. So what it will do, it will call this constructor and it will assign this dimension, base weights and leg count to the property of this table class. Then it will instantiate and create one object as a table one. It will store it in the heap memory. Then next what we are doing, we are creating a next object, table 2 object. In this table 2 object, it is also using a same table class, right? Since the table class is already present in memory, it will use this to create the table 2 object. Okay, what we are passing a dimension, base weight and leg count, right? Using this parameter, it will call this constructor, parameterized constructor, and it will initialize the value to the table class properties. With that, it will create a table 2 object. Now we know what is the, if we are using table 1 object, the dimension is 34 square feet. If we are using table 2 object, dimension is 20 square feet. So with that, like what we understood, the property value of this object 1 and object 2 can differ. Yeah, it is true now, right? And also like it may not be differ also, because it can be same also. Like with that leg count, we can see that the property value of leg count of object 1 object 2 is same. Okay, then next one, next what we learned in the previous video, like the member function will use that object's property value to operate on, right? So if you see table 1 dimension, base weight and leg count only being used to calculate the cost estimation. Okay, so if we call table 1 cost estimation here, it will use 34, 20 and 4 to calculate that. Like if we apply that into formula, 34 written is 340, and what is the base weight we have given? 20, and 4 is the leg count, right? 4 into 20, it is actually 80. 80 into 3, 240. 240 plus 340, it is actually 580. And table 2, 20, 15 and 4 we are giving, right? So 20 into 10 is 200. Base weight is 15. Leg count is 4. So 15 into 4 is 60. 60 into 3 is 180. So overall 200 plus 180 is 380. So first one is table 1, it has to come as 580. Table 2, it has to come as 380, right? Let's run this and see. Yeah, if we run this, table 1 cost is 580 and table 2 cost is 380. So outcome of this video is like class will be acting as a template, and each and every class have a n number of properties and member function, and we can create n number of object using the class. And when we create an object, we need to call a constructor of the particular class to create object. And this constructor basically what it will do, it will initialize the property what the class has to create a object. Okay, so whatever property value which we are passing to the constructor, that will be assigned to the particular object's property. And when we invoke the member function of the particular object, it will only use the that object's property to operate on. This is what overall we learned from this video with this demonstration. Hope you understood everything clearly. If you have any doubt, please add it in a comment. I will reply on that. Thanks for watching.